Well, tonight we are hearing from a family who has a loved one staying at Ashton Medical Lodge in Midland. The home has become a hotspot for COVID-19. As of yesterday, there's been a total of 29 residents and 13 employees that have tested positive for the virus. And there's been 5 COVID-related deaths. News West 9 Sammy still caught up with the family. Sammy, what did they tell you about how Ashton is handling the outbreak?
Well, Crystal, the family tells us at first Ashton Medical Lodge was very forthcoming about the nursing home and COVID-19. But once the virus started to really pick up within Ashton Medical Lodge, that's when lips became pretty tight. Now the family tells me they hardly know any information about what's going on behind closed doors here at the lodge. In fact, they're even considering pulling out their family member altogether. Ashton Medical Lodge is trying to stop the spread of COVID-19 in its facility after more than a third of its residents tested positive for the virus. For Melissa Rawls, she's worried the lodge isn't being transparent enough about what's going on behind closed doors.
So my mom says that, her thing is that, she understands that they're going through this. My mom has not been very happy in the situation. She's scared.
34 Ashton residents have been moved to the COVID wings at Midland Medical Lodge and the Traymore in Dallas. All facilities are owned by Foursquare Healthcare. Rawls learned this information from the news, not Ashton.
Like I said, I want to know real numbers. I want to be confident that my mom is okay.
Administrators said they were not going to disclose that information.
I'm not asking for personal information. All I'm asking for is accurate numbers. And to the extent that the last phone call I received was I believe it was Saturday. I want to say it was last Saturday, and I had gone into a frenzy because at this point, this is when I'm understanding, okay, we're having a spike. Well, what exactly does a spike mean? There was no definition. There was no numbers that would be given. Nothing was given to me when I asked for it repeatedly.
Rawls is looking at moving her mother out of Ashton altogether after learning the outbreak was so severe.
I am looking at potentially, but my concerns am I moving her from one fire to another potentially?
We reached out to Ashton Medical Lodge to see how exactly they go about sharing information with family members. In a statement, they tell us, quote, "We have been updating the primary contact for each resident about the COVID-19 situation during our daily family calls." That statement, the Rawls family tells me, is just simply not true. Reporting in Midland, I'm Sammy Steele.